How's it going, everyone? What is up, and welcome back to the channel and another Mortal Kombat 11 discussion video. Before we get into it, don't forget to hit that sub button and turn on notifications. Also, like the video, it helps the channel out a lot. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you want to see me talk about in the next few videos. Leave me suggestions for what you want to hear, and I will get to them. This is actually a viewer requested video, and don't forget to watch to the end to hear about a giveaway we got going on. Two different giveaways, actually. But let's go ahead and jump into the video. So today we're talking about Will, the most requested character, I think, in all of Mortal Kombat history, through MK9, the recent redos of all the games, the updated history, through MK9 to MKX to MK11. I don't think I've ever seen a character requested this much besides Spawn, and that is Mileena. Everywhere you go, every Mortal Kombat video you can click on, every tweet that Ed Boon posts, there is at least 100 people, 50 to 100 people, depending on how big the channel is, or the Twitter is, or whatever, requesting Mileena. This character has been ridiculously requested through MK11, and I'm going to talk about today whether I think she actually has a chance to be in Kombat Pack 2 or 3. So that's going to be the video for today. I hope you guys enjoy. It is a viewer requested video, and like I said a few minutes ago, don't forget to leave me your comment below and let me know what videos you want to see, topics you want to hear me talk about. But let's go ahead and talk about Mileena. So do I think Mileena is going to be in MK11 Kombat Pack 2 or 3? I think she definitely has a very good chance, seeing as she is one of the most requested Mortal Kombat based characters I've ever seen throughout the history of me playing MK9, MKX, MK11, even Injustice 2 and Injustice 1. Like, she is so heavily requested, it's insane, and you know the developers look at that. You know the developers look at the most requested characters, they listen to the people, they watch what the people are saying, and Mileena, I didn't even know Mileena had this many backers. Mileena has an insane amount of people who want her back in Mortal Kombat, which is really crazy to me. But at the same time, I understand it. She's a very popular and very played character, at least in MKX. I couldn't go a whole day without playing against at least 15 Mileenas. So before I can really answer whether I think she's going to be in or not, you really have to look at the history and how Ed Boon does his DLC characters. He never adds a repeat DLC character, even if it is a Mortal Kombat character. He never does repeat guest characters. He never does repeat base MK characters. That's why Kenshi won't be DLC. That's why Tanya and Tremor won't be DLC. He likes to stick to original stuff, or even Triborg, even as interesting as and fun as that character was. He likes to stick to new original ideas, and I think that's why he kills off characters in previous games and takes them out of the story. That way he can add them as DLC. Now, I kind of have the same theory for Mileena as I did in my video for Reptile a couple of days ago. The Aftermath DLC added in new characters, new playable characters that one was in the story for MK11, and that was Shiva. Fujin is actually, he was in MKX, very heavily requested character, and now we're getting him in MK11. He was in MKX, very heavily requested, as I said, and now that we're getting the story DLC, he was nowhere to be found in the base Mortal Kombat 11 story or anything, and now we got this story DLC that is adding Fujin and adding Fujin into the story. Also, Shiva, who made a small appearance in the MK11 base story mode, and we're getting RoboCop, of course, and it's also bringing Sindel, Shang Tsung, and Nightwolf, some of the DLC characters from Kombat Pack 1, into the story. Now, my theory for Reptile was, I think Reptile is going to be added with Aftermath Part 2, because I did make a video yesterday talking about leaks for an Aftermath Part 2, as I'm calling it. Someone actually commented yesterday on one of my videos saying it could be New Beginnings instead of Aftermath, which would be really cool. And I think that's where they're definitely going to add some of the bigger name characters that played a bigger part in MKX but maybe died or didn't make the cut for MK11. That's how they brought back Shang Tsung, that's how they brought back Nightwolf, that's how they're bringing back Sindel, and that's how they're incorporating Fujin back into the story. And with a name like Mileena, as big as she would be in something like Kombat Pack 2, which is yet to be announced, I definitely think she would pull and fit in better with something like Aftermath Part 2 as a DLC that is kind of slated by the leaks to be released around the same time in 2021. I definitely think from a business standpoint, especially if they wanted to package all their DLC together and make coherent story and character DLCs and the characters play into the story the way they did with Aftermath, adding Fujin and Shiva as playable characters because of the role they play in Aftermath, I definitely think that would be a good idea for Reptile and Mileena. Reptile and Mileena taking the place of Fujin and Shiva from the DLC for Aftermath Part 2. They would play into the story. Mileena would come back from the dead. Of course, Reptile, I mean, he's just kind of around, but he didn't do anything in MK11, which was kind of strange because he did not die in MKX. So I definitely think that would be a way to kind of fill that plot hole because of the role that he did play in MKX and he didn't do anything in MK11. And the same with Mileena, she kind of just died in MKX. She died for a good reason and it furthered the story, but I definitely think that's a way to bring back one of the most popular characters in the Mortal Kombat series. I think that would definitely be the best way to do it. So if I had to guess, I think she would definitely, I could be completely wrong, but I will say I think she would definitely come with Aftermath Part 2, with the next story DLC that comes to MK11. I definitely think for Aftermath Part 2, it would be logical to add her and Reptile as characters, as playable characters, and play them into the story in some way. I guess we really have to see what Aftermath does with the story before we can kind of theorize on what Aftermath Part 2 is going to be like and what characters they're going to bring back from there. But it's definitely going to be really, really interesting to see. Now, I could be completely wrong and they can kind of do what they did with Sindel. They added Sindel in Kombat Pack 1 and Nightwolf and Shang Tsung, and now they're bringing those three characters into the Aftermath DLC and have them play a part there. So she could release with Kombat Pack 2, which should be announced in the next couple of months, and she could play into the story like that. So releasing Kombat Pack 2, the same way Shang Tsung and Sindel and Nightwolf did with Kombat Pack 1, and then play a part in Aftermath Part 2 when it is eventually announced and released sometime next year, probably around the same time next year. They could definitely go that way, but I definitely think it would be smarter to do what they did with Fujin and hold off from a combat pack and add them in to the actual story DLC when it comes out. I definitely think that would be the best and smartest way to play it for them, even though us as players would have to wait a whole nother year to get our hands on Mileena and Reptile. That would be unfortunate, but at the same time, I would like it, and I think it would make sense if it plays into the story in that way. And it's shit playing into the story because admittedly I love NRS stories, so that would be actually pretty cool to me. So that is my theory, guys. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below, but let's talk about this giveaway real quick. So we have two different giveaways going on, one on YouTube and one on Twitch. For the giveaway on YouTube, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, like the video, follow my Twitter, and retweet this video. Now you can retweet any of the videos that you hear this in, but you need to retweet at least one that talks about the giveaway. And also for the Twitch giveaway, all you have to do is go to my Twitch, hit the follow button, and follow my Twitter. That's all you have to do for the Twitch giveaway, and we are giving away, for both giveaways, a $25 PSN or Xbox Live gift card. That is two separate ones, so if you were a lucky sumbitch and won both, you would actually get a $50 gift card. So, there's that. But again, guys, let me know what you think about this video in the comments below. Let me know when you think Mileena's going to show up, when you think the best time for Mileena to show up would be. And also, leave me your suggestion for videos that you want to see me make in the future. Let me know topics, whatever you want to hear me talk about. I got a couple to work on that are viewer requested, but we will get to them. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. My name is Tootin, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.